Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to continue the solar roof rack as well as the roof deck. And there's a couple other things we're going to do in this video as well to prepare the roof to receive it, basically. So I hope you stick around with that. These videos are very far behind for the time, based on the time I put them out. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I did them a long time ago. Maybe a month, probably like 2 or 3 months ago. So, but with that, we have a new addition. As you can see, this wad of blankets over here that's holding our firstborn child. So we're going to also have a gender reveal video within this video, so I hope you stick around for that, and hope you enjoy the video. Okay, as you saw, this is going to be 2 pieces. This piece right here, back, is going to be where 2 panels are going to be held, and then to make things easier, since the other rack was pretty heavy to get up there, I'm making a bolt up. So it will bolt up, and this will be this represents the roof deck itself, which will be a little bit wider, as you see, than the solar panel rack, because we can go to the edge of the bus with the roof deck, so we'll get the most out of it. But it'll just go up there in 2 different pieces. We'll bolt up here and make life a little easier. Okay, that is it for today. Got a handful of stuff done. I got the 2 racks built, or somewhat built. I got this one, this front one's gonna hold 2 solar panels, and then it's gonna transition into our deck. So that's all I'm gonna do today. I still have some members that are gonna go through here. So I'm gonna have one where this goes and bolts up. I'm going to have another pole all the way down it, and that's where my legs are going to mount to, and then we'll have that much of an overhang on each side. It's roughly like 4.5 inches, I don't know, something like that. It's not very far. And then the back is going to be hanging over about 2 foot from the back of the bus. So what I'll do, feet will probably be right around here, and then I will weld from here back down to a leg, so it'll triangulate there, and that's where all your support's gonna be from. I think it'll be enough. We'll find out. That's what I'm gonna do anyway. So alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, good afternoon. It's the next day. Let me get back on this. I have 5 more pieces to cut because I had so many offcuts. I'm not gonna have full length pieces, so I'm gonna have to weld some pieces together to make the rest of this. So I'm gonna get that done today. The bus will be on hold for a couple of days. We live in Southeast Texas, and so we're anticipating Hurricane Delta to come around. I don't know, we don't know yet if it's gonna hit us, but you'll definitely know whether it did or not by the time this video comes out, for sure. Yeah, this will basically be all I can do for right now, because it's raining. I'm gonna leave that out in the rain. It's pretty much sealed up, and I'm rambling, and I'll just go ahead and get to work. Okay, as you can see, let me turn this thing off real quick. Okay, as you can see, there is a continuation of this rack right here, and this is the solar panels. This is our roof deck. Obviously this one is wider than that just because we want to extend it out to the sides of the bus. There is a continuation of this pole that continues on here, and then you have your little cantilever there. There will be another there'll be 2 foot of this hanging off the back. The reason I did a little to get those feet exactly the way we wanted them and center everything up properly. It took a while to get the length of the feet that we needed for everything. So instead of making new feet, different dimensions for this outer part, I just figured make things easier, weld in 2 pieces here to continue it, and the feet will all be the same length running down the same line. And that's why there's that, if anybody's wondering. But you would have probably found out anyways when I finished it. Alright, continuing on. Staircase. You can just rest it. Boy, it's heavy. I'll tell you what. Not that. Okay.
screen. Big guy over here. He's just showing off now.
Yeah. This is that's plenty
Solid.
sturdy.
It's plenty solid.
You looking to put more in that? This isn't finished. I'm gonna put about a 5-inch rail, 5 to 6 inch rail, all the way around it. That way, if somebody wanted to put a tent up here, like say we have a couple families with us, 2 people can sleep on the couch. It'll be a pull-out couch. Okay. That'll probably be about the size of a full size maybe. And then you can pop a tent up here so you can get off the ground. That's why we had to bolt it up in place so all the feet are where they need to be, and so we can remove it and paint it, and then we'll later on, like that one down there that's painted, later on we'll put it back. Okay, I guess we can get rid of some of these tools. Alright, that's about all I can get done today, I believe, on it. I'll probably do some grinding and stuff on it, on a couple welds that are kind of in the way of a bolt or something. But I ran out of metal, and I'm just shy, like 10 inches, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to go get more steel, probably get that after work. In a couple days, and I'll finish it off. I don't know if I said it already or not, but for this entire structure, anything that is horizontal, that'll be mounted horizontally, is 1.5 inches. Anything mounted vertically is 1.25 inches. So like all the legs, those are all 1.25 inches. Any cross member or what it was framed out as is 1.5 inches, and then I use 1.5 inches for the railing that I'm making. You definitely could probably use like 1 inch, or maybe even smaller than that for that railing, because it's just going to be kind of like a tie point for us, and it doesn't have to be that beefy, but that's what I have, so that's what we're going to use. The thing is heavy, man, it's heavy. The bus will be fine carrying it, but I mean, if you're able to do aluminum, it's probably the way to go. I've never welded aluminum, so I didn't do it. I went, everything is 1/8 inch thick, or I think it might be 11 gauge, but that's probably overkill as well. To frame out all the windows and doors and stuff in the bus, I used 1.5 inches with 16 gauge, which is pretty thin. That probably would have worked. The way everything was welded together and the way where the feet are all placed, that would probably have worked just fine, and it would have been much, much lighter, a lot lighter. Here, I'll show you the difference. Okay, let's see if you can see it. Okay, that top piece is the 16 gauge, and the bottom is like 11 gauge or 1/8 inch. Significantly lighter. And this piece is smaller in length, and it is way heavier than this. So, yeah, if anybody else is doing this and you want to do it yourself and just use square tubing like this, I would go with 16 gauge. But you live and you learn. All right, and we're back. went and got those pieces. We got another bottle of shielding gas for the welder, and we're gonna finish this thing up. All right, let's get to work. I'm gonna scrub these down with Scotch Brite 3M Scotch Brite pads, just the general purpose pads. They'll just kind of scuff the surface and help clean off the rust. Prep it for paint. Okay, we're gonna go up there and she's gonna get the roof all sanded off in preparation for the Henry's Tropical. Hope our heads aren't cut off. What else was I gonna say? So we're gonna go ahead and get this done, taken care of. We're gonna get this taken care of before before we mount the racks up there. For obvious reasons, you can't really paint with those racks up there. So we got all the feet set in place. We got them all sealed up with, well, some of them are using the Dicor roof sealant, and then some of them are using the Sikaflex because we ran out and we couldn't get Dicor, but it's the same thing, I think. So we did that yesterday, Sikaflexed everything, and she's gonna, like I said, she's gonna paint, she's gonna sand it, we're gonna wash it, then paint it, and then we can put her racks up. All right, let's get to it.
Stop yawning.
Okay, regarding Henry's Tropical, don't get in a rush. If there's rain in the forecast, don't do it. Just wait. You'll do like me. I rushed and tried to thought I had time to get 2 coats on it. Didn't. It ended up raining, so I only got 1 coat on there. It's fine. The 1 coat's fine, minus like well, it's not fine. I got a million runs everywhere down the side because I was just trying to lather it on. You can kind of see it. It probably looks good in the camera, but see if I can get you all the way up there. yeah, there's a lot of that. That's the worst, but it stinks. Like I said, take your time. Do 3 or 4 light coats, and do that. So we got 1 coat on there since it's raining, and I can't do another coat. And I don't want that tape to be permanently bonded there. I removed all the tape, as you saw, and I'll have to re-tape everything when I go put the second coat on in a couple days, or whenever it stops raining. I think I'm supposed to be able to recoat it. I need to look at the thing. I think you're able to recoat it. Let's hope. Alright. See you on the next coat. Okay, we got our second coat on it. I almost didn't do it because it just seemed like a big hassle. Sorry for the wind if it's bad, but I don't know if you can tell. I almost left it 1 coat, but there were some spots on the top. It was so thin that you could see through it. It wasn't anywhere that was a problem, just because everywhere that it actually mattered, like on the seams and rivets, I'd applied a heavy coat with a brush, but it would have just looked bad, especially when you're up here on the roof deck. I wonder if it might be too bright. There it is. This stuff is hard to deal with. I don't know if you can see, but there was just chunks all over the place. I couldn't help. I mean, it just chunked up. It was kind of hard not to have that. But this entire thing will be covered with a rack of some sort, either for the solar panels or for the roof deck. But alright, I'm gonna let it sit for a couple hours, and then I'll take the tape off, and then that'll be one more project we can check off the list. I just need to get the racks up on it now, and I think that'll probably be in the next clip, hopefully. I don't know how long it'll be, but I gotta get a handful of guys over here to help me out because it's too heavy for Deanna and I to do it by ourselves. But on to mounting the roof deck. Yeah. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. We got the racks on the roof with the help of Joel and Micah. As you saw, this first rack will hold 3 panels. The back rack is in 2 pieces, as you've seen before, and it will hold 2 solar panels here, and that will be our deck. It is a little over 5 feet from the front to back, and then it's like whatever the width of the bus is, 95 inches, almost 8 feet wide. Yeah, and it hangs off 2 feet. That'll be a 2-foot overhang from the back. And we're going to be putting composite boards up here at a later date. I don't know when, but soon, hopefully. Cool. Pretty cool. It's solid too. It doesn't budge. I put all my weight on the end and it didn't budge. We are going to extend this bumper out 5 feet, so that might help. Just kind of tie it in a little bit, or instead of it just being something that's hanging off the back, it won't hang over further than the bumper is going to. The bumper will be 5 feet, 5-foot extension, which will hold the air conditioning, the condensing unit, and the propane bottles and other things. Here you go. It's our little spoiler.
So dramatic, huh?